Tonight we're going to be making cavatappi alla Norma with roasted eggplants and whipped ricotta. These are the instructions, so as you can see they do all our steps. They have our ingredients listed, what we will need, little tips. Here's what we need. So we need our 2 little eggplants, which we're going to be roasting, a pint of grape tomatoes, a yellow onion, 2 cloves of garlic, crushed red pepper, tomato puree, 1 cup, or 1 can it says, 12 ounces of cavatappi, parchment paper, 4 ounces of ricotta. Then our things that we will need is olive oil, salt and pepper. I need a big pot for cooking the pasta. I will need a pan for cooking the sauce, and then I will go in the oven, so it's got to be an oven-proof or an oven-safe pan, and a baking sheet for roasting the eggplant. As you can see, I've got my recipe card set up, and let's get cooking. I'm actually switching out because I thought it'll be easier to stir the pasta in here, so I'm going to put the sauce in here because this I know is oven safe, and then when I'm done I can add the pasta to this and have room to stir. I thought my pan might be a little too short-sided. Okay, what I did is I peeled the eggplants in some of the spots that looked kind of funky. It wasn't that they were funky, but they were like scarred. Now this is not the knife I should be using, but it's the knife I had out. We're gonna have the eggplants here. The cat is being ultra whiny. And now it says we're gonna cut crosswise into 1/2-inch moves, or half moves, not 1/2-inch moves. I gotta sharpen my knives. Next it says to line the baking sheet with parchment paper. Then it says add the eggplant. So we're gonna get that on there. This baking sheet might not be big enough, but we're going to try and make it big enough. Here in the US, we call these eggplants. This one is a little purple eggplant. I know overseas, they tend to call them, I think it's pronounced aubergine. Now it says we should take a 1/4 cup of oil and drizzle this on there. So I'm just going to wing it here. So it says 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then some black pepper. I can always adjust the salt once everything is assembled. All right, so now this is ready to go in the oven. This is gonna go in the oven for 450 degrees for about 14 to 16 minutes, or until this is starting to brown and very tender. So it says to thinly slice the onion. I think what I'm going to do is have it and peel this outer peel off, but I'm going to leave the root on so that it's easy to together. Julia doesn't like real big onion chunks. I don't want obvious big chunks. Neither of my girls likes onion chunks. Except Nicole eats French onion soup, which I just don't get. Now we're going to get the garlic. And it says that you want to just gently crush the garlic cloves because they want you to take the garlic out. I'm probably going to I'm actually going to mince that up with my mincer. So I will keep that like that until I'm ready to use it. Then I'm going to have these grape tomatoes. So back here I have my water starting to boil. I don't want to add my pasta just yet. Here I've got olive oil in the pan. It says a tablespoon. I think I did like 2 tablespoons. So I'm just going to put my garlic in the garlic press. I'm just going to mince it. I don't want to have to dig it out later. All right, our oil should be ready. We'll find out with the garlic here. Yep, it's ready. I'm a little hotter on the one side because it doesn't quite fit on my stove. We're adding the onions. I'm just going to give these a good stir around until they are soft. Now at this point you would add your crushed red pepper, but some of us like heat, some of us don't, so I'm going to let everybody kind of add this at the end, or I'll save it for something else. Now it wants you to add the tomato sauce. Now tomato puree. I'm going to add a little water to it. All that goodness out of the bottle. That'll thicken up once I get this cooking in the oven. We'll add our tomatoes. 1 fell on the floor. I almost lost some more. 2 fell on the floor. Too bad the cat doesn't eat stuff. So now I'm going to turn my oven down because I don't like to bake this too hot because I've had pots crack in my oven. I'm going to put a lid on it though, and I'm going to set this in the oven. Give her a stir. You're going to cook this till it's al dente, maybe 5 minutes or more. Now in here I have the 4 ounces of ricotta cheese, some salt and pepper, and 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and you're going to whip that together. This is going to kind of go on top. So that's our eggplant. Looks good. Pretty tender. Here is Plated's version of the Cavatappi alla Norma dish. And there's mine. It looks pretty close, I guess. Similar. I did try it. It tastes pretty good. I would probably add some additional seasoning to it. So thanks for watching the Naughty Time. If you like this video and want to see more, push the thumbs up down below. If you want, you can also subscribe to be notified when I upload next. Just hit the bell, and we'll see you next time on the Naughty Time.